Grand rising, grand rising, grand rising. If you're on Spotify family, I'm sorry for how late this is. If you're on YouTube, this may be late, but you're a couple weeks behind Spotify because Spirit told me to put it there first. But Spirit told me to wait for this message because it is for somebody and told me to give it right now. So I'm going to talk about right quick worrying, spiritually worrying. What price are you paying by worrying spiritually? What do I mean by this? Excuse me. Let me sip my tea right quick. My Shakespeare. There's a lot going on right now. If you're tuned in at least a little bit, moving in your journey, just starting out, you can feel that there's a shift or something going on in the atmosphere. So right now, it's a big time to be putting in your work, to be part of this shift, to make sure that what you're wanting, what you're asking for, what you're growing towards is being shaped. What is meant for you is being shaped in this universe. And I've talked about your spiritual investments. And I've talked about consistency and frequency and repetition. But see, what the worrying spiritually is when you're worrying that what you're setting forth is going to actually be put into action or fruition. It's going to come to fruition. See, when you start to worry about things, you're negating what you're saying. All you have to do is put the work in, move in faith, say it, know that it's done, and let it be. Do not worry if what you're asking for is coming through. Oh, I'm really hoping, to get this new house, or manifesting a new house. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, Spirit. I'm manifesting this new house. I give thanks. And then, you describe your house and everything. And then when you walk through your day, you talk about how the housing market is going up and you're never going to find your dream home. It's not, you're not going to find the right house that you want right now. It's going to take a while. How are you saying those things yet asking and trying to manifest the please explain this to me. What you're doing is your spiritual worrying is making your deposit null and void. And even though it may not seem like spiritual worrying at first, but what it is it's your words. Even your thoughts are words and they're shaping things. So if you're asking for your house, that's the example that I'm using. If you're asking for this house and you're giving thanks for this beautiful house, but then later on in the day, you're not saying, I'm never going to find the house that I'm looking for. And you're not catching yourself, or you just let these thoughts go, especially knowing that you're having these thoughts. You're paying a price of just telling the universe hears everything. It knows what you want. But if you nullify yourself, the universe ain't gonna move at all. I mean, the universe is gonna move how it's gonna move, and it's gonna even present to you the one thing that you said that you really couldn't have, or you were so worried about, that you wanted but just couldn't get or didn't want, just to show you that it was obtainable. The choices that you make in your words every day dictate how things move for you spiritually. Someone out here rev their engine going down the street. I don't know if you could hear that in the background. When you're talking to spirit, when you're putting things out there in the universe, know that it's done. Move in faith as if it is done. Move in that action. And make sure your words match. One of the things that I loved most about my mentor was she talked about the power of your words. At first, I couldn't understand. But see, when I started to pay attention to my words and how my words were shaping things, and then I started paying attention to how my words were not only shaping things, they were bringing things to me that I wanted. But here recently, in my meditation time, I realized that some of the things that I hadn't brought to me in the past, that the old me wasn't bringing to her. If you haven't listened to Spiritual Graveyard, baby, I suggest that's next for you. But that old me would worry about what she had to do to make sure that her words matched. And then her words weren't matched because she was so worried about what she had to do to make her words match what she was saying that she wanted. And see, and that's the problem. Most are so worried about what they have to do to make it match to what they're manifesting. Do you know that when you start to say the words, your actions will start to come by themselves, because your subconscious and something else deep, deep inside of you that's like, oh, we're really about that shits right now. That's going to kick in. Because you can't you can't keep worrying about something and then think that that something is going to move in its full potential. You can't because your words aren't going to match your thoughts. It's the price that you're paying. The price that you're paying. Excuse me. The price that you're paying is that you're not going to be able to fully manifest what you are truly desiring. what's going to happen is, oh, and I mean no disrespect. Oh, Spirit. What it means is that you're pretty much settling for where you're at on your growth, and that's fine. But you've pretty much just said, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to just dwell on this because I'm moving in between these 3 to 5 rungs on this ladder. I'm moving along this half mile on this journey back and forth, you know what I'm saying? I've planted my spiritual house, you know what I'm saying? It's always there. Who needs to pick it up and keep going? I've got the landscape, the garden, I'm good. I ain't saying there's anything wrong with that by any means. But understand, it's not the destination, it's the journey. So wherever you stop along the journey, I don't mean no disrespect, that's for you, but that also means that you've also let your worrying control where you are. Don't let how do you want me to put this? If you're willing, if you're willing to cut your hand off for a nice pair of gloves, get your worry on. Now that I've said that out loud, Spirit, that makes damn good sense. If you're willing to take the head off your axe and walk into the forest to build a house, go ahead, do you, boo. Oh, do you, boo. All I'm saying is, some of y'all ain't gonna get it. Some of y'all ain't gonna get it, and that's okay. Because the fact that you're here, you may not get it now, but it's gonna click. You can't move forward into tomorrow constantly worried about what you put forth in the universe yesterday. You have to know today that it's done. And you have to make your actions and your words match your thoughts and everything that you said to the universe before your altar, before your ancestors, at your prayer time, whatever it is that you do or don't do. You may just have a walk with the universe. But worrying about how you do it and what you're doing is negating what you're asking for. How do you know what to do? Because if you're so worried about what to do, it's funny, I just heard that. If you're so worried about what to do once you put something forth spiritually into the universe, well, what do I do? What do I do? You say that it is done, and then you move in the confidence that it is already done. Period. You don't worry about it. You know that it is. Time means nothing. But to us humans in this form, It seems like nothing happens fast enough these days. You start worrying about if what you're asking for is working. Time. Know that it is done and move in that. Because what you're asking for, which is the future, will meet you here today. Why worry anyway about something that's already yours? Yes, Spirit, yes. Don't pay the price ultimately for your spiritual worrying. Know that everything is done. Know that everything is. Move in your intuition, for your intuition is divine. Spirit. Family, I thank you. I'm going to drink my tea before I get ready to go to this job so I can get back and get to my own business stuff. Keeping that on the low. There's more coming. This temple, it's growing, it's building. It's building slow. And I knew it was going to be a slow build. But it's a slow build when you're building the best solid of foundations. And when you're getting the best of what you need to build it with. The best workers. The best supplies. The best landscape. I'm the CEO. The universe has been waiting for me to move in who I am. Know that the universe is waiting on you. I gotta get up out of I'm getting up. Thank you, Spirit. I appreciate you. I gotta get up out of here. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna get up out of here. I feel sorry for the people at work today. Y'all about to get all this super energy. Ooh, 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 ooh. Y'all have a good one. I love y'all. Peace.